I need to record this. I thought maybe I won't need to record anything similar. So again, it's about YouTube analytics. This is the video. So I will open it. So it says no views, and you can just read this to understand why this has no views. This is also the, some relevant information. So it says here 0 views if I go to analytics of this video. So that's the video of so-called Serbian president, current Serbian president, beating his wife. So that's this piece of shit, and they are protecting him because he's doing everything they want him to do. When I say they, I mean in first place pieces of shit and morons and stupid fucks from United States federal government. I proved in my YouTube channel that they are behind illegal arms trade. So you can see here that war crimes, this is not, so they put the most important video on that at the bottom. So this is the most important video, 2 hours, where I proved that United States government is behind illegal arms trade in Serbia. And you can also see this, and I don't know, yeah, and this one. So the only mistake they made is that because he is legally elected, and I explained that here, because his identity is not real. He's hiding his real identity, which is against law, crime law of Serbia. It's called false presentation. So they are, it can be, this video is more than enough to prove how they are protecting him big time. So again, it says here 3 views, it says here 3 views, and here it says 1 view. Other YouTube features, blah blah blah, and it's 0 views here. So their analytics still doesn't work, because it's really hard when you are trying. Now it has 2 views. So people are obviously watching this big time. This is why it's hard for them to tune this up, because it's a major deal, and this piece of shit so-called president knows about everything related to monstrous murders of 3 members of my family, including those cases include those also poisoning of 3 minors. So I just want again to remind pieces of shit from United States federal government that they won't get away with this. They cannot get away with this, because they are deeply involved in Jeffrey Epstein scandal, which is international children sex trafficking prostitution ring. So you morons and stupid fucks, just continue with this and you'll see how this will end up. So this is totally messed up. If I refresh it, so it says 4 views and this is 2. So again, totally messed up in every possible way. And if I so no views. Now they are going again the other way around, because previously there was first they had this problem, so they had more views here. Actually the largest number of views was here, then here. This is the other way around, and the actual video was not properly updated. It's still 0 views. Let's see if I refresh it. So still 0 views. So they're really trying hard to hide this, and this is still 0 views. And I also need to check out this. Okay, next page. And there is here, I think this is the one. No, this. So it's wow. Now this has 2 views. So they're totally losing it. Previously, so initially, this and this and this, these views were synchronized, sort of, but you still needed to refresh the page. Now they're not synchronized at all. I have 2, maybe these 2 are synchronized, because this is what the user can see. Other users, not the one who is the owner of the channel. So these 2, they are showing 0 views, and this, so obviously again people are watching this. It says here 4 views. If I not to mention how many hours they stole from here. So they count that people are watching like 5 seconds, several seconds of every of my video, which is stupid. So this is also tuned up. There should be something here. Actually, this is in 48 hours. This can be when it's this video uploaded. So okay, so this actually this might be okay, because this is 48 hours and the video is uploaded 5 days ago, but obviously people are watching this on a regular basis, so they still have time tuning, hiding my views. So as I started to explaining, initially they had problems with what's this? Yeah, 0 views. So initially they had the same problems as they have here. So this was correct. Actually, this was correct, but now since it's more than 5 days, I cannot really show this. Then I think 2 days ago they had the opposite problem. So this was incorrect and these 3 were correct. And I think that I can show this video. It has to do, yeah, analytics, still messed up. big time. So if you just go to analytics, just search analytics, you will see how many videos there are here. So they are they still cannot control these problems. And the other problem that I found is decreasing my views. Actually, the reason why they are doing this is to hide that they are decreasing my views. They are doing that on a regular basis. They can do that if some robots are used to watch these videos, but if I did this, I will be the first one which will be reported to not just state but also international institutions for doing this, but they don't have any proof that. Why would I do this? I mean, I'm a scientist, I'm not a web developer like they are. So yeah, another sign that they're blocking this, blocking my views, and decreasing my views is this. So when they do this, when show this, when it's 0, it means I had 2 more views. So I had 2 more views while I was talking about this. So they decreased it, but they forgot to clean up this. So this means that there were at least 2 more views in last like 5 minutes. So they're watching, people are watching this big time. And to explain how serious this is just enough to show this email I sent yesterday. I sent to a telecommunication company which was blocking, here they are, which were blocking my my internet, together with other telecommunication company called Telenor. Now they are called Yetel. So they were blocking my internet in December 2019 for some reason. I still haven't figured out why. So I contacted DA besides others. This is international part of international unit or office of state intelligence of Serbia. This is these two are military intelligence, and let's see, where is the last? Yeah, this is the Supreme Court, and this is the Supreme Prosecution. So the highest instances of prosecution and court and judiciary, and they haven't answered because I added 40. I added a document proof here. Here's the document proof that I'm working on 42 cases of, actually 41 case of international, so 41 cases of international organized crime related to Serbia. And this is the end. So 41. And I gave some other proofs that I'm acting as the Supreme Prosecutor, because Supreme Prosecution is the only one which is in charge of international crime, international, in this case, organized crime. So they haven't answered, none of them, both, and I asked them explicitly to yeah. Okay, there is something. Yeah, here it is. Here is actually the follow-up email. where I specifically asked Supreme Prosecution and Supreme Court. This Supreme Prosecution was formerly known as Republic State Prosecution. So I asked the two to confirm that they received emails I sent. This is the first case since I started contacting them. It's been like probably more than 3 years. Well, Supreme Court more than 3 years, and Supreme Prosecution I started contacting them in 2017, so more than 6 years. So this is the first time they haven't answered. Well, actually not the first time. They were ignoring me in Supreme Prosecution was ignoring me in 2017 for 2 years. Then they started answering after my father died. So again, yeah. So 3. So I mean, this is more than enough. So it showed in real time that people are watching this like crazy, because this is a major deal. So the president, he has major psych issues. So I reported him 3 times, and prosecution are doing nothing because they are controlled by pieces of shit from foreign governments. So United States government, who was trafficking their own citizens. And what's the most scary, the most terrifying is that only in Florida there are 500 girls. So they are not young women like pieces of shit journalists claiming young women. They are girls. So only in Florida 500, not 50 but 500 are missing. So this is information which is Maria Farmer said that in one of her interviews, I think with Whitney Webb, Whitney Webb is controlled opposition, by the way. And that information that Maria Farmer mentioned is something she got from Brad Edwards, attorney for Jeffrey Epstein victims. He is this is his book. What? Oh, shut up. So he's the attorney for
Da proverimo šta naši najbolji košarkaši
for the
Hey, I'm DJ.
for a lot of what's this CBS? Wow. For a lot of Epstein, here he is.
I had never even heard Jeffrey Epstein.
For many of Jeffrey Epstein victims, I think he's part of David Boy's team. David Boy is probably the most prominent, at the time, the most prominent attorney in United States and definitely in the world. So he said, he told Maria that 500 girls only from Florida are missing. They cannot find them. They wanted to find them in order to issue statements from them while they were preparing case for Jeffrey Epstein. Not Epstein, but Epstein. So United States was trafficking not just European and also Russian girls. So this is also, so girls, not young women. This is official now. David Boyce stated that. So Russia is involved in Jeffrey Epstein scandal since 2013. So they were trafficking, United States were allowed trafficking of their own citizens for 30 years. So this is now a very well established fact that Jeffrey Epstein operation was running for 30 years, almost 30 years. So this is now official. And they are teaching people what's wrong, what's right. I mean, by the way, people are outraged by this. Okay, so this is This is now updated, and it would be interesting to see what's happening here. No views. No views, and of course here, and I will finish up here. And just to see what's happening here. So they are brutally blocking this because as this moron and piece of shit so-called president is illegally put into power, that means something very, very important. It means that he is nothing he signed is illegal. So everything he signed is illegal. Well, wow. Now it has 4 views. Okay. So one more time to Google. I mean, Google owns YouTube, and YouTube are totally losing it. They try to fix this, but it cannot be fixed because you cannot simply have so many frauds and tuning up and decreasing views in every possible way and expect that things will work. So still they cannot fix it, and first time I noticed this. So they are doing this, I think I mentioned that in this video, because they are decreasing my views and blocking me in every possible way, but decreasing my views is the major reason why is this happening. And this is more than enough to see how far they will go. So this is when everything started 2 weeks ago. I finally caught them. I noticed before that, but that was nothing really major. So this was August 24th of August, and today is 13th. of September 2023. So 2 weeks ago I first noticed this, and they still have problem fixing it, as you can see. So this is first time I noticed that they are. So you can see here, for instance, this video, I mean, this is really beyond monstrous. So they are removing views on video which shows that I have really rare cancer in my eye. So only psychopaths can do that. Normal people will not even think about doing this. So they are psychopaths. They have serious issues. I mean, pieces of shit from United States federal government and the morons, jewelers, their masters who control them. So if I go here to CBS, try to find, so no views. They cannot explain, they cannot give any sort of evidence that I programmed some robots to watch this video. I mean, God knows how many views were there. I mean, this is still a thing. So 0 views. Analytics. Yeah. So this means they removed it. this part here. Okay, so this is what YouTube is doing. They really don't have any limits, nothing, so they can do anything. Anything is allowed. Okay, so I guess that would be it. I mean, the subject of this video is story for itself. Phantom company a moment as entertainment claiming copyright for video on Serbian quoted president brutally beating his wife. So this alone is really shocking, not to mention the rest of it, and they're blocking it big time. And maybe, well, I said I will finish it, but I need to show one more thing. It's about piece of shit who was behind the changing illegally where is it? Yeah, here it is. So this piece of shit was behind the changing illegally ownership in Cadastre, which is part of Geodetic Institute of Serbia. He is a Montenegrin, actually, from Montenegro. He's not Serbian. So he's Templar Knight, and this has this video has, I don't know, I remember that it has more than 5 views. Now it has only one. And let's see what analytics says here. So in essence, YouTube wow, 4, yeah. Okay, so another example what they are doing. So they are protecting this piece of shit. So as a no, not this, but this is also 0. Oh, sorry, 1. And just the last thing I wanted to see, so I don't need this anymore. I proved my point. And the last thing I wanted to show is what's happening in videos tab. So videos and actual video. So views in videos in actual video are something that user can see. So let's see what user, although it can be different because I'm not logged in. So yeah, one view. So YouTube still has problems tuning up their analytics after decreasing my views, tuning up my views. So for 2 weeks now they are having these problems. So this shows how this company is actually working, what's really behind this company. So it's impossible that any private company will do this, because they know they will either not just either, but they will definitely pay, which will happen in this case. They will pay huge damages and they will probably cease to exist, because there are a lot of huge companies which cease to exist. And yeah, I have something that on military intelligence, but wow, this really has a lot of views. But I will need to to create that in a separate video because it has to do with Google search, so I cannot really put it here. I mean, I can, but that's not really effective because it will be buried within this video, and this video is about YouTube not being able to fix their analytics in for 2 weeks now. Average view duration 17 seconds. Really. Right. Yeah, so this is a extremely important video. It also has someone who is it features one of the top lawyers in Serbia and Western Balkans and Balkans in general. So I'm trying to find his picture. So for some reason I cannot. So there he is, and this is his website. Yeah, so here he is, Tomafila. He and other top lawyers of Serbia are involved in cover-up, some major cover-up. They knew everything. They knew that monster who murdered 3 members of my family is guilty in like August 2017. So he and other lawyers, top lawyers of Serbia in the region, are hiding that for more than 6 years because their colleague Marko Petrovic refused to defend monster who murdered my family. So Marko Petrovic. That's the video. Actually, no, this is about this video watched by being private. Yeah, this is very, very interesting. So no views. Yeah, right. So there are so many things here that I never read and or heard that I need to record were happening. That it's amazing. So this level of cover-up is really beyond the. So it says 0. This proves when this appears, it means there were views, but they are deleted. So level of cover-up by YouTube and Google as their parent company is really, really amazing. I had videos on that before, but this is really something unbelievable. So YouTube, let's see, 2 days ago, 2 weeks, there were some older videos from like 2 years ago when you, yeah, 2 years ago. 1 year ago. One year ago, 2 years ago. Yeah, I also have video on age restriction. That's actually this video. And by the way, so by decreasing views on videos that really bothers them, or bothers more precisely United States federal government, they prove that what really bothers them and that I'm right. So I don't need any better piece of evidence than this. So thank you Google and YouTube for helping me. And just keep doing this. You will also pay huge damages to me. So this works for me.